Hello and welcome to ISTV English News, and let's have the top stories on ISTV News today. Campaign for the elections to the autonomous district councils to be held on June 1st comes to an end at 4 p.m. today. Now the news in detail. The campaign for the elections to the autonomous district councils in the hill districts of Manipur to be held on June 1st will be wrapped up in 2 hours from now. Different political parties threw their full might into the campaign with the desire of winning as many seats as they could. Polling will be held at a total of 1,060 polling stations in 6 ADCs. The total number of voters in the 6 ADCs is a whopping 6,51,964, out of which 3,32,023 are female voters, while the rest, that is 3,19,941, are male voters. At each polling station, 5 civil officials will be deputed. In all, 5,410 civil parties are being deployed for the polling. A total of 495 candidates are in the fray. An interesting development of the election is that 7 candidates of Congress, 3 candidates of NPF and 1 candidate of BJP have already been declared elected without contest. According to official sources, the respective DCs and SPs are making all-out efforts to make the polling peaceful, free and fair. It is learned that the centre had refused to oblige the state government when the latter approached the centre to deploy central paramilitary forces for the elections. As such, Manipur Police, IRB and VDF personnel are going to be used as security in the elections. Central paramilitary forces like CRPF, BSF and Assam Rifles personnel are going to be deployed at the sensitive polling stations. It may be mentioned that polling personnel have started leaving for their respective polling stations in the hills from yesterday. State BJP President T.H. Chauba has dismissed as incorrect the Congress allegation that the party is racist. Chauba said though Congress pretends to care for the minority communities, it has never taken up any appropriate measures for their welfare. The BJP state president made the statement while talking to ISTV at the BJP office. Chauba pointed out that it was Congress party which had objected to the BJP proposal to appoint Abdul Kalam for a second term as the President of India. In addition, the state government has been depriving the minority communities of their due rights. Strongly objecting to another allegation that BJP is a party of burglars, T.H. Chauba said the fact that Congress government in the state was able to complete only 17 of around 100 projects is ample proof that it is the party which is robbing the people. On one hand, Congress is charging the BJP of violation of model codes, while on the other hand, its leaders are making promises on establishing a university in the hills in a series of election meetings. Do such promises for taking up developmental work not qualify as violation of code of conduct? Chauba asked. Congress has involved in unprecedented high level of corruption during the last 13 years, he charged. Chauba further denied the charges that he was guilty of widespread corruption during his tenure as Deputy Chief Minister of Manipur. He said during the time he had taken up the issue of enforcing the LR-MLR Act during cabinet meetings. The same matter had been suppressed by Congress till now. Taking credit for saving Hafta Kangzebung for the people while he was a revenue minister, he said, now the importance of the field has grown. He further said, Congress is solely responsible for eruption of controversy over encroachment on Zuko Valley. There was no such problem at Zuko Valley during his tenure, he said. There is no need for constituting a commission to solve the conflict. The state government needs to carry out its duty responsibly, he added.
BJP in the Christian register Himalay, but come to Mali, like for Amagisi Minister, but I am the project of evolution. Pashana Hanan Loba Aduga, BJP Nuntin the Sagul Tori, Sagun Tori with this Sakar. Say Town Doida. Project Tarak Hadan Loiba Ataino Horan Saba Masidi Sagundo Wadagi Hena Pongna Migi Purkau Bigi Lower.
The present issue of the Zuko Valley dispute may explode as the particular community of Nagaland has reportedly banned people of Mao tribe from entering Nagaland from yesterday. Speaking to media persons at Manipur Press Club, spokesperson of the Committee for Kozuri Zukoland Boundary Resolution, N. Rajendra said, an ultimatum has been submitted to the government of Manipur demanding immediate intervention in the ongoing construction of a new road by the Southern Angami People's Organization SAPO with the tacit support of Nagaland government by encroaching on some areas of Zuko Valley in Manipur. Besides, the committee also demanded deployment of security forces at Zuko Valley. However, the government has remained as a silent spectator. It is very unfortunate, he added. Rajendra further said, as a mark of protest against the incapability of the state government, the committee has decided to call indefinite ban on the National Highway 29 from the midnight of June 1st. Rajendra also said a specific report has also been submitted to the concerned SDO, DC and Chief Secretary of the state regarding the present scenario of the Zuko Valley. However, no action has been taken up so far. Therefore, the government should give a clarification to the people of Manipur as to why the government is remaining silent on the issue. Even though the Mao people are facing a great deal of hardship, the present government is doing nothing and remaining indifferent, he alleged. Rajendra also asked the Congress government why is the government trying to deceive the people of Manipur by assuring several times at public gatherings, saying that even the soil on the point of a needle will not be handed over to the others.
Lesson gives in Maramorkanda. Apoy Mao ay committee na. Amadi man yung society na apoy Manipur Police. Kandawi ada pina. So tangay pa na apoy ng police nga ko na buda. Apoy na. Sagi apoy tabi di ba mana ang nagalay ko government. Kami tani government sila apoy. Committee sina. Apoy ang dong naman niya pa na bantaw siya na
A one-day discussion on the topic Police Public Relations, a Human Rights Perspective was organized by the Center for Human Rights and Duty Education, Manipur University at the Conference Hall of Imphal Police Station. Coordinator of the Center, Dr. M. Suresh Kumar, Superintendent of Police Imphal West, Dr. A.K. Jhaljit, Professor M. Mani of Manipur University, Professor K.S.H. Bimola, and Advocate Khaidya Mani participated in the program. Additional SP of Imphal West, Vikramjit said, good relation between the public and the police will help in ensuring peaceful existence in the state. Dr. Suresh Kumar said the discussion was taken up as a part of an awareness program on how to build good relation between public and police. A state-level consultation on the topic, State of ECCE in Manipur, was held at Manipur Press Club today. The program, organized by Manipur Alliance for Child Rights, was attended by convener of MACR, K. Pradeep Kumar, and State Program Officer of Social Welfare Department, M. Ranjana, as the main guests. K. Pradeep Kumar said, each of us has a role to play in bringing up a child. District Tobacco Control Cell Imphal East and Educational and Social Upliftment Organization Manipur jointly observe World No Tobacco Day at Haingang Primary Health Center. District Nodal Officer of District Tobacco Control Cell Imphal East, Dr. Puspa Rai, who was the chief guest at the function said, using tobacco products cause different diseases and leads to the premature death of the individual. It is necessary that we keep a safe distance from tobacco products in order to keep ourselves healthy and free from diseases, she said. A middle-aged man who suffered serious injury when an Activa scooter hit him at North AOC Junction around 6 a.m. today is undergoing treatment in the intensive care unit of Raj Medicity. Identity of the injured man is yet to be established. He appears to be a man from the hills. He is about 55 years old and 5 feet 5 inches tall. Sources said the vehicle that hit him has been taken into police custody. Members of Sumang Lila Council paid homage to late Padma Shri Gurumayum Gaurkishore at a function held at the residence of the eminent Thangta expert at Kairaubitra Mayailekai. Secretary of the Council S. Hemanta said, Gaurkishore was a luminary who worked with devotion to promote indigenous martial art form of Thangta. He was also a devoted soldier of Manipuri art and culture, Hemanta said. In connection with the 17th anniversary of the working group of Maira Paibi movement, Manipur, a torch procession was taken out at Thawal, Wangmataba and its surrounding areas last night. The procession, carrying placards that demanded removal of Armed Forces Special Powers Act from Manipur, set out from the Devi Mandop at Thawal, Wangmataba, marched on the Imphal More Road, passed through Wangmataba College Road and conversed at Hawaibam Lerak. A woman who participated in the procession said, the objective of the procession is to get the black law repealed and usher in peace, tranquility, communal harmony and amity between the hills and the plains people. A torch procession was taken out from Khumbong Market to Laingokul by Maira Paibis in connection with Maira Paibi Numit yesterday. The procession was organized by Loyalam Apunba Nupilup Khumbong. The participants shout slogans for protection of integrity of Maira Paibi and appealed against violation of modesty and women. Now the national and international news. Union Cabinet has approved re-promulgation of Land Acquisition Ordinance. Sources said a decision in this regard was taken at the Cabinet meeting chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi today. The ordinance is about to expire on 3rd of next month. Land Bill is currently with the Joint Committee of Parliament for detailed discussion on the provisions of the controversial legislation. The committee had its first meeting yesterday. Opposition parties including Congress and Left as well as some NDA allies are against the bill. A Marathi newspaper on Friday claimed to have traced Aruna Sanbau's assailant Sohanlal Valmiki to a village in Uttar Pradesh. According to the report, Valmiki reportedly works in Parpa village of Ghaziabad in western Uttar Pradesh as a laborer. Valmiki was never charged for rape as he had sodomized Sanbog. He served 7 years in prison on assault and theft charges and disappeared on release. Everything happened in a fit of rage. There was a fight, it was dark and I panicked. We both hit each other. There was no rape. They beat me up in the police station and kept saying it was rape. I did not rape her, it must have been someone else, Sohanlal said. Insisting that his father is innocent, Valmiki's son said, this case is really old and the incident took place in a hospital and the doctor made a report. Had it been a rape case, wouldn't the punishment have been harsher? They are just framing one person. I think we should check up the records at KEM Hospital. Former King Edward Memorial Hospital nurse and rape survivor Sonbog died on May 18, 2015. She was in a coma for 42 years after she was brutally assaulted and raped. In a landmark decision, the United States has removed Cuba from its list of state sponsors of terrorism, paving the way for normalizing ties frozen for half a century and lifting of additional sanctions against the communist country. The U.S. State Department spokesperson Jeff Ratke said that the rescission of Cuba's designation as a state sponsor of terrorism reflects their assessment that Cuba meets the statutory criteria for rescission. He said that while the United States has significant concerns and disagreements with a wide range of Cuba's policies and actions, this fall outside the criteria relevant to the rescission of a state sponsor of terrorism designation. Such a decision by the Secretary of State John Kerry follows after the expiry of 45-day notice period to the Congress. The move eliminates a major obstacle toward restoring diplomatic ties after 54 years of hostilities. The change allows Cuba to conduct banking in the United States, among other activities. Gunmen killed at least 19 passengers. They had forced off buses traveling from the western Pakistani city of Quetta to Karachi on the southern coast, said the Home Minister for the restive province of Balochistan, where the attack took place. The assault occurred late on Friday in the town of Mustang, around 40 kilometers south of Quetta. The armed men were wearing the uniforms of the security forces, Sarfaraz Bugti told Reuters. The bodies of 19 passengers had been found so far, he said. Security officials said around 25 passengers were taken off 2 buses and an operation began to find them. The bodies were discovered in nearby hills, the officials said. The circumstances of the deaths could not immediately be established and the motives of their silence was unclear. A Syrian Christian fighter has beheaded an Islamic State group militant to avenge people executed by the jihadists in northeastern Syria, a human rights monitor said on Friday. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said the incident took place on Thursday in Hasakeh province, where IS holds large areas of the countryside. According to the monitor, the Christian fighter, a member of the minority Assyrian community, found the jihadists in the local village of Tal Samiram. Before we wrap up the top stories once again. Campaign for the elections to the autonomous district councils to be held on June 1st comes to an end at 4 p.m. today. That's all for now and keep watching ISTV News Update.